love the slow jazz for the last time.
The last time this jazz.
Slow
Hell jazz.
Before we get new jazz. Right? We're going to get new jazz.
Hell jazz.
Something fiery.
Welcome to the last call for episode 48, everyone. Joined once again by Chris, Mike, Hartley, and Maggie, here to talk about the finale of chapter 4.
Very good, Chris. Bravo to you.
That was a move my chair not farting. Chris, here's my morale card.
Oh, thank
Gotta
you.
remember it for the next couple of months.
Yeah, or I can just write it down.
Wow.
That was fucked. That was
You came back.
awesome.
That was great.
Dylan reveal. You're kind of back to normal maybe for a little bit.
I'm at least for like whatever
least
21
for a
days I
little bit.
pick. Yay! Because I
Yes.
mean, like, how many days have we actually played in this?
Yeah.
Like actual days. You know, that's
Right.
plenty.
Oh my god, it was wild. Where
Let's
should
go,
we start?
Let's go down the line.
Okay, let's go down the line. Do it.
Well, I mean, we had a pretty quick thing
Yeah,
with
we did a little exploration. I got
with
some
Squawk.
nice stuff.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
found some stuff.
Bye, Squawk. You're now pulled to a different place.
I think Squawk is on timeout indefinitely.
Oh yeah, Squawk's in the
sound
dump
of it.
corner.
Yeah.
Big old stupid Squawk. Probably.
Squawk is not.
That
remember,
was so good.
Squawk
Yeah.
definitely wasn't the big bad.
No.
Yeah.
No,
I
Big Bad
think
is Devil Lady.
so far.
Well-
They
So far.
might
Yeah.
Big Bad's changed.
Listen, if you
Yeah.
thought the big
Time.
bad was going to be easily defeated by a hold person,
That's true.
True.
That was OP.
Very
so
true.
well.
Yeah.
you also uncovered what was inside Ulgon's chest.
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
That was it was kind of, I will say, I mean, I understand it being a deep dark secret against like within the orc community, which
Yeah.
makes sense because
Yeah.
that's against his rebellion. But when I looked at it, I was like, man, this just looks like just someone who loves
That's the
his
thing.
wife.
Yeah.
Which I love is your thing though.
Yeah. Which
was
Because I
really
like
nice.
that that's the first thing
Yeah.
you told him. Like, I don't know. I thought it was
And
really good.
You said right at the beginning, like, that just looks like something I would do.
Yeah.
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 Well,
Like,
like
you're
default.
just different, right? Like,
And I think it's because like, you know, like Clue and Ulgon are all about the Church of Cord,
Yeah.
strength above all, and like that would be a weak thing to do, right? To be like breaking up the thing to like.
Well, it's
So-
funny because you called him. I know I'm jumping, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but no, because when you talked to him, you called him like you said you were like you're not good at being a leader, and I'm like, I like him though.
I know,
like,
I know.
think
That
he
was
would
me
be
more
like,
being cheeky.
Like I think that as far as we have like stewards going, I'm like he would be a great member of like a council.
Yeah.
Like he would be a great guy like in like Parks and Rec. Like he would be fun as like a group collaborator.
at the
Yeah.
end of the
Like,
day, he
needs a
just made
team
bad
project.
choices.
Yeah.
but
I
he
think
was,
he just needs to go and shed all that Cord stuff, and then just come back and just like.
Come back with a hobby.
Yeah.
Like do some
Yeah.
woodworking for a bit.
Yeah, I was
you
gonna
know?
say.
Yeah, like just have a
I've
nice
chopped down
like
some trees.
yeah, like get that out and then like,
Yeah.
you know, come back,
I really-
get into baking. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
really hope we get to see more of him, to be
Yeah.
honest. And I can't wait to see him after he comes back from his retreat.
yes, so
Yeah.
funny.
Like I think him and Merrick would also get like
I think so,
that
too.
they're like he's a good personality and that's where I'm like he is a good leader, but
Yeah.
it's like in the same way of like
He just has so much.
Yeah,
like
he had
he
a lot-
has so
he had
a lot
much
of
weight,
shame.
lot of baggage that he's carrying with him.
but no, I love that you gave him the like
Yeah.
don't be shamed.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
that's sorry. But yeah.
No, don't.
We
That's
found book.
You found book. You
found the
found
book.
antidote stuff.
And
yeah,
little stuff.
yeah, good.
Yeah.
Thank God for something.
You have 21 uses of it, not
Yeah.
necessarily days.
Useless.
Because if you don't have a fighting day, you might just not need
oh,
to
that's the
use
thing.
it.
Yeah, I'm assuming the week
Right?
that we had in the city, I was like,
You were undead.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm regular
I don't
because
need to
nobody,
get
if no
healed.
one's hitting
Yeah.
me, if I'm not, I'm
Yeah,
fine.
it's like going into fight kind of thing. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then
And then you came across the pyre.
yes,
Then we came across
the
Clue's
pyre,
burning
which
corpse.
we had a small burial for Clue, or a small
Short.
moment of
Very short.
yeah, until he zapped nakedly
Into
Terminator style.
Yep. Very fun.
Yeah, very, very, very good.
God, what was
Okay,
it called?
but boy, am I excited to talk about the whole Cord interaction.
Lands of Iron is also a sick name for a
So
gym.
Okay.
fucking
I want
cool.
that to be a gym that opens so I can go to the Lands of Iron.
I wrote
God.
I said Lands of Iron question, and then I said, is it just a bunch of dudes, quote unquote weapons hanging
Just
out?
picking shit up.
Oh yeah, it's just like after they've like did their weapon thing, they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
okay, you just be a sword now in this Lands of Iron, and I just
Your
picture a bunch of
afterlife?
dudes just
being buff.
buff in the gym hanging out. I'm a
funny.
great axe.
It's like those.
I'm a sword.
It's like those open gyms on like Venice Beach, like in,
Yeah.
where it's just like. But think of like
Also,
multiple.
It sounds like a biker gang too.
also, yeah, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is are there ladies in the Church of Cord?
Of course. Yeah.
I've never heard of one.
Oh,
Never heard of one.
Interesting. Yeah, that's true.
Well,
Ragesh. Ragosh would have been one, right?
not necessarily.
Right.
I will say I did mention one.
Oh, did you? Shit.
Of course.
Balls. Fuck. Okay.
And it was this episode.
Oh, wait. What?
Oh.
And Melia
And Mila.
and Mila.
Oh.
The skeleton, though.
Oh, I thought that was like somebody that was like, I wrote down death ? I was like, they're like a reaper. I thought that they were like just like a coworker for gods.
We didn't get, unfortunately, we didn't get into it in the episode. That, and I won't give too much away, that is the Eye of Cord.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Whoa,
Say again?
what a drop.
Say again.
That's the Eye of Cord.
Who is?
And
The
Mila.
skeleton.
Mila, the skeleton.
Fancy armor lady.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, so sorry. Okay, so the woman of
The
Cord that
Eye
we
of-
were introduced to was a skeleton. Apologies.
Yeah.
So wait, the Eye of Cord has been open. So what does that mean? What would that have related to?
The Eye of Cord has been
reopened,
reawoken.
reawoken.
So, oh my God.
Someone woke her up. She was sleeping. She's a skeleton.
Dead.
Now she's fucking off to work. Also, hilarious that Dylan's first job is a contract is from him going into the 9 hells. That's his first job. Yeah, he's under contract. And I was like, oh yeah, the only way fucking Dylan gets a job is by being fucking summoned to the 9 hells.
Oh my God. I will say
Cool.
that entire, like, just to touch on the entire Clue story of this episode,
Awesome.
so fucking awesome.
cool.
I can't even, my thoughts go in so many directions to, like, I'm struggling to pick one specifically. I was really happy. We'll have cut it out. I took about 5 minutes to think of a response to
I ate
Cord's-
5 pieces of ham.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Well, I was
up.
just thinking about how Clue would respond to the challenge of Cord saying like
I'm not a charity.
yeah, like I'm not a charity to like, and I think I'm so happy with how it, and I didn't even, I took 5 minutes, didn't really come to anything except for like a few vague ideas.
Just
and we
winged it.
rolled and I was
Yeah,
like,
talk it
I
out.
really like where I'm going with this. And I
Yeah.
just kept going. I just loved that. Fucking, it was
The
the
tabletop
best.
shit was amazing. I love that running gag.
Yes,
Oh,
thank you.
tabletop- yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Dude,
So good.
you know what? Like, very happy with the entire scene. The tabletopping was good. The fucking trying to wrestle him and losing every time
I love
was
that
really
he's
good.
just your bro as a god. Like I love that he's just like, man,
Yes.
welcome.
Yeah.
So fucking
Sup, buddy. Like it's
funny.
very that.
Bench
Yeah.
pressing 2 houses.
Yeah.
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 I very much picture him like a mix of Zeus from the Hercules, like the animated Hercules,
interesting. Yeah.
and the super beach hunk lobster guy from SpongeBob. Nick put the two together.
I really pictured the Hercules Zeus.
Oh, I remember in Game of Thrones the one wildling has the red hair.
Tormund.
Tormund.
Yeah.
That's who I picture. But like glowy.
kind of. Yeah,
and
yeah.
in gym.
Yep.
And dragon armor stuff. Yeah, that's it.
Long
hair.
was
Right.
so much fun to play that.
That was great.
And the idea that I didn't realize, Chris didn't tell me that we were going to roll for a new body.
That's
But
cool.
I put that together the moment he described earlier in the episode that there's a pyre, and I was like, this is going to come down to chance for me. The Hill Dwarf turn, I think, is hilarious.
Yes.
It's very funny. Can I show you something?
Yeah, please.
You want to see the world that we're living in with ChatGPT?
What do you mean? What did you just chat GPT? Oh, you just generated a picture of yourself. No, it's bad, Harley. That's like 4 bottles of water right there.
That's fine.
I mean, that's really good. He
It's
does look like
the Meridium
Clue
armor.
as
Fucking
that's
You're such
it
a-
does look
have
like
to use it.
That
Have to
looks
use it.
really good, actually.
It's really
Fuck,
fucking
it's
cool.
so bad how good it is.
No,
I
Harley
know,
will
we
go
need to-
out
we
and Harley
need to-
will pay an artist
Yes.
to make art
Yes.
about. Yep.
Yes.
No, because I'm not posting this. This is just for me.
This
Okay,
is for,
yeah,
this
it's
is,
for
this is
you
just
to
for the,
put up
this
in
is
your
for
locker.
the, for the character sheet.
I wrote down you amend. Basically, I was like amended oath, warlock dash morning star, and then I wrote in quote the goodest boy, because it was just like you were like, he was just like, and you will be my bestest little baby boy the whole way will with your little star and a little.
That's actually such a good point, because this is literally like, that's actually okay. So this is the route that I wanted to go down, and I couldn't think of it. Yes. This is exactly what Clue wanted.
Yeah,
this
purpose.
He just wanted to be the goodest boy, and he was trying without a purpose. Yeah. And now he's been given one. And you do bring up the idea of warlock is funny. Interesting. I'm not sure if you could be a warlock to the god that you're a paladin to.
It's interesting because it's not. Like, I don't know, because an oath is different. An oath is something that you are taking to uphold, and it is interesting to be like,
I have oath
used as a weapon is an interesting
the oaths here
thing. Ooh.
So I am interested because of the and Chris is hearing this for the first time because we just recorded the episode. Before this,
you're here.
I was the Oath of Conquest, which I think is more of a specific to the generic, the 3 Bs. That was hilarious.
Oh my God. Was it braveness, brashness, and bravado?
No, it was bravado, brashness, and...
What was the last one?
It was something of B.
Fuck, because I thought it was braveness.
No, it wasn't.
bravado.
No, it was
bravery.
Bravado. No, it was bravado, brashness.
Those two I know.
And I can't remember. It was a sentence was the third one.
That's the thing. You started with the one, and then you kept going, and I started writing them down in the second one.
It was
being awesome.
Boundaries or something.
Oh, boundaries. It was like, yeah. So that was very funny, by the way. The 3 Bs and then riffing off of that.
Because I did like that it was like, without charity, these 3 things are then flipped. And I was like, I see it. Yeah.
Right? Like,
cool. It really worked out nicely.
Yeah, it did.
And we'll get to the character progression in a second. But I was thinking in the moment and since then, like the Oath of Conquest, which I have now, is very generic to what the 3 Bs stand for, right? The 3 Bs being like this brashness, like strength over everything. But then we go past that and we go deeper. And I think the whole character progression that I'm going to try for is like what I was talking to Cord about, which is what happens after that brashness, like what happens when you settle down and what strength looks like after that. And then tying that into the fact that Cord says, I'm going to be his Morningstar, his weapon. I would be interested in changing my oath to where is it?
Devotion?
No, it wouldn't. Oh. It was either devotion, but fucking
What I will say is I will allow you to change your oath. The similar when Minx died earlier in the chapter, like when Minx was freed from Lolth back in chapter 3, like you did change you were no longer
who gave me my sorcerer powers.
Yes, exactly. You changed it to
the Fae.
The Fae one.
So the Oath of Conquest is very dealing in those like fear spells that I've been made my bread and butter. I was interested in changing it to the Oath of Vengeance, but not being used as Cord's vengeance on Hallow. Is the immediate one that came to mind. Oath of Devotion is good too, but it's almost, I don't know, it would be one of those two. But that immediately came to mind also. So I'm glad you fucking brought that up.
Well, because that's what it felt. It felt like he was
like a change in devotion.
The way that you worship me.
Yeah.
And that was, I don't know, it was really
like
cool.
Now we're like partners. Like I'm offering myself up as a tool, but like it's a give and take, right? Versus it almost felt like the Oath of Conquest that was before was just take without giving, right? And so I really like that. So I might actually do that. The more I think of it.
That's sick.
Really works out. I love that a lot.
Well, I knew that, as I've been saying with everyone, because like now everyone's gone through it, like dying does have a consequence.
Of course.
Right? I always want to like make it like a punishment. I don't want to make it seem like, oh yes, I die, something cool's going to happen. where it's like, yes, story-wise, Clue's days are now numbered. Right?
Yeah.
Like his life is now completely changed. But also too, we have the reincarnation, which I thought would make sense because Neural, being a little bitch boy, would want to hide his crimes. Yeah. And of course, he would try and burn the body away.
I can't believe. Yeah, I was like, oh,
when I saw the body, I was like,
of course you would.
As Michael, I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, how is he getting out of this one? Like, holy shit. Yeah, that was intense.
Yeah. It was so fucking cool, man.
Wild.
Now you're a 4-foot tall.
Yeah, so
I keep calling you 4 foot.
roles,
I'm so sorry. I'm only putting you there.
was it what were the options?
All the races.
Pretty much all
The races.
all the
Dragonborn,
humanoids.
different elves, gnomes, dwarves.
I would have liked to be a
There was a chance you
dragonborn,
could have
same
gone back
as-
to a human as well. That could have.
God, you could have
been
become
something.
like an elf.
That would be sick.
I was hoping so hard to be something that like appeared really young, like an elf
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
half elf, because I would just come back and it'd be like a nice,
insufferable.
but no, it'd be a nice, no. But here's the thing, it'd be a nice kind of like almost like dichotomy between being young, but he would also act older because he knows, and you guys don't know, that his time's limited.
Right.
So he'd act older while looking younger. I still like the way that it turned out.
Yeah, because
But,
I also like the lifespan of elves is like so much longer too. So like you would
Technically, yeah.
technically be looking younger, right? But I guess
Well,
it
that's
does,
what I'm
it's a
saying. I would
1-to-1
I would
anyway,
look
right?
way younger, but then my time has a cap to it, anyways.
Yeah.
Do
Man,
you think you'll tell us?
I don't know.
No,
I don't
we'll have
know.
to find out.
That's one of those things where I feel like Clue would think like that'd get in the way. Like I don't need, like, that's not the type of support I need. Like we've got I now have a goal, and like that, my well-being on the other side of it isn't really a part of that.
Yeah, it was really nice. Like it was really cool seeing Clue being like, "I want to save Dylan. Like this is like what I'm going back out there to do," and then was able to like strike a deal with Cord to like, so he could like further his thing through you. And
Exactly.
You could also achieve
Okay,
that.
I'll let
Yeah.
you come back, but just know that the real reason you're coming back is to do something for me.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do your thing along the way, but ultimately you are mine.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use you in what I want.
I'm 100% Oath of Vengeance, because the channel divinities change, and they both involve presenting your holy symbol.
I was like starlight. Yes.
Oh, that's
It's-
cool.
it's-
And you got the morning
You present.
star.
So I've got the Morning Star pennant. First of all, fuck you. That's awesome, Chris. That's so fucking cool. And I've already changed my character sheet
leaving
to
the
conclude
greatest
Morningstar.
impact with every swing, but is gone like the morning once it's fulfilled.
Yeah.
That's
As
awesome.
soon as you said that, I was just like, fuck,
Yeah.
you're going to die so fast.
Yeah.
I like my
and
my
that's
heart
why-
dropped, and I was like, "Oh, you're not asking for life."
No. And that was
And
kind of like
that-
the whole
yeah.
thing too, because Chris did ask me after last session when I died, and I really was struggling with like what I would ask for as like a favor, and especially Chris like preempted it with saying like, it's a favor, but you didn't win. He's like, that's it's not a full
Yeah.
favor. It's not like a God granting you whatever.
Yeah.
So like grasp that. And I did ask him today. I was like realistically for story and for everything, like what's kind of the best avenue to take? And he was like, going down the Dylan route, and that kind of confirmed it for me. Where I was like, you know what, this is like Dylan becomes the priority. He's something left unfinished on the
On the checklist.
Yeah,
And everything sort of involves that story anyway, right? Like that's where all
Exactly.
the, all
And
the
it's where we're
puzzle
going
pieces,
next.
all the trails are always leading.
we
in that
need help
direction,
getting there
right?
because we don't know anything. We've uncovered so much, but we haven't uncovered really anything about Dylan.
Yeah.
So it was a really nice push.
The rebellion was won.
Yep.
The rebellion succeeded.
Yeah.
Rebellion
Yeah.
succeeded.
That
Neuro's
was
dead.
It's so funny. We got down there and everyone's celebrating. We're like, oh shit!
Well, I was just like,
I guess they didn't
I
put
guess
up a
it's
fight.
done.
Yeah.
I guess it's done.
The fact that they were like,
absolutely
no,
crushed.
Devil's gone.
Yeah.
Like fucking Swarm gone.
Yeah.
People in the mines free.
Yeah.
Wow, everything's coming up us.
Literally the only thing that was stopping them was that hellswarm.
That's
right. Like they
insane.
had the
true.
people, they had the numbers, they had everything ready to go. It's just like, well, as soon as it happens, if the swarm comes,
That's
we're all
true.
fucking dead.
Yeah. You can't really do anything with that fucking
No.
swarm. Yeah.
And then as soon as that's dispersed, great.
I guess,
we
yeah.
have the numbers.
Yeah.
We're caught them by surprise.
Yeah.
We won.
wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And a lot of the episode was again wrapping up what's happening with all these little NPCs, Dax becoming the steward.
Ridiculous.
That was really funny.
Ridiculous that
Yeah.
they do not have and I say this as somebody that wrote Dax, where I'm like, ridiculous that they have no one else more qualified.
Yeah.
Well,
Where I'm
they feel like kind of a crew.
Oh.
It's like Dax, Grog, Merrick is probably the actual
Well, it was
person.
like the people of the rebellion that kind of
Yeah.
took over, it seems like, which is totally
feels
fair,
like a
very
council.
valid, but it's very funny that I'm just like, there must be people that are
Way more
studied
qualified.
historian, some religious
Yeah.
person, I don't know, where I'm just like, me and Dax used to steal shit and play little songs on the street. Like, that's our vibe. And so I'm just like, buddy, go get it.
There was a king, right? And like ever since then, it's just a pseudo king because Ferrodin was away. And so like when you remove that, what's left over? The only thing people are aware of is like one person in power. There was no like structure of government.
Yeah, I could see them having like an election or something at some point.
Yeah, I think that I would love for them to have a council. Like, I like you two.
I think it very much like Dax is the steward because he helped, like, it was his kind of like rebellion that he oversaw, but like it is kind of ruling by committee as well, or like leading by committee.
I feel like there's a council, like everyone sort of that we know is involved.
I also love leaving the city this time. That like I was terrified when we went and didn't take Dax last time. I love that I'm leaving this time being like, oh, he's got this. Like it just feels so good. God, because I was terrified last time because I was just like, you're gonna die, your family's gonna die, my family's, everyone's dead, everyone's
and
fucked.
then the last thing we see is the mountain exploding. So like it's, and I was like,
everyone is dead. Okay, great, cool,
great, awesome.
Yep, fuck it.
Much better feeling.
No, everyone is fine. They were just mining. They were being held prisoner in the mine.
Everyone's jacked.
Honestly, I love it. I'm like, make the mining a nice social system. No,
Layla's
people are
back,
dying.
Beryl's back. Your parents are back as well.
Chris, you gave me everyone back. Well,
Listen, I'm not an asshole.
I thought you were.
We thought you were, Chris. Sorry.
Man, I did write down copper-handed yoinker because I love
I knew you'd like it.
I do.
I knew you'd like it. That's why I repeated.
And I'm like, God. And I did put stars around it. But I was just like, God, we're going to meet her at some point and I'm just going to call her the yoinker.
Yep.
And I'm going to...
In the same way we got Sleepy for...
The same way we pissed off Tatiana.
Yeah. We just were nicknamers. Yeah. What can I say?
That's what it is.
It's us being pissy little school children and that's our only thing.
Yeah.
Dude, I know people don't listen for this and it's where I focus is I can now chain... I have Relentless Avenger, which I chain together with Sentinel. So every time I Sentinel on an opportunity attack, when I hit a creature with an opportunity attack, I can then, after hitting them, I reduce their speed to 0 on a Sentinel, and I get to use up to half of my speed immediately after the attack as part of the same reaction without provoking opportunity attacks. Wow. I literally get to fucking hit you, you stay there, and I run.
It's like it's a little whack-a-mole that you got.
Yeah.
This is the worst time to say it as well because I know it's just going to feed into...
No, we're not leveling up.
You guys are now level 10.
Oh my God.
We lost Hartley. Hartley's gone the rest of the episode.
Goodbye, everyone.
Oh
Wait, keep saying that. I'm going to fade your mic out.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I will see you in a few months. Goodbye.
But also speaking of wrapping up the episode as well, we got a little bit of Olgon leaving.
Yeah. I had a little conversation with him. That was nice. My brother's dead, but that was nice.
I can't be frightened.
Hey, that's great. I feel like dwarves can't be frightened anyway.
No, I could.
Cool.
We also got a little bit more insight in Madame Pouch.
Yeah,
that's she's a fucking
sneaky lady.
I don't trust her in this town. I don't like her.
A relic.
I don't
like her.
The package was a relic.
But shocking that she didn't take it for herself. Like, I mean, I guess that she's kind of, like, again, she is a sideline watcher.
Yeah.
But, like, she just wants to watch
she's also never the one in power.
She's a sleeper, though. Like, she's a sleeper.
Sleepy.
She's the real fucking bad guy.
I think so.
Like, did you guys think that it was perfume that was coming from the desert the entire time?
No.
Yes,
I did.
I didn't.
Okay.
What'd you think it was?
I had no idea. I just knew that it wasn't perfume.
I thought it was perfume the entire time.
I never said it was perfume.
That's
never said.
No, because she has the perfume, right?
No, but I thought we were intercepting like another delivery that was supposed to go to your dad.
Yes, it was supposed to go to Ulgon. It was another relic.
When you first uncovered it, it was a talk of a dig or like an investigation being done in the desert. That they finally found something and they're bringing it back to the city for Ulgon.
Yeah.
So of course
I suspected it wasn't perfume, but I just didn't know what it was.
It's because we had found paperwork of like him ordering it before.
Yeah,
and so I think that we were like, one and one, make that answer.
Of course, when Ulgon being like working for Ferrodin, it would make sense. He's overseeing the investigation and like discovery of like a relic.
No, it makes sense. It's just
true.
Like, of course, for Ferrodin.
Yeah.
So now there's 3 relics in play.
And that's true.
So now we know the existence of 3 relics.
The staff, the sword, and whatever this is.
The secret.
But we've never seen sword. Or sorry, staff.
Staff was Ferrodin's staff.
Oh,
Fair
sorry.
staff.
The,
Fair and
the
staff.
lightning bolt
Light-
staff,
Yeah.
which is now currently in the Feywild.
The
Yeah.
sword that
Possession
we
of
have.
Sword
Yeah.
which you have, which Kinala said.
Reminded you.
Thanks,
Remember?
Kinala.
Yeah.
Just our,
Lot to keep track of, Chris.
And-
just our school trip monitor,
Yeah.
like
Yes.
just being like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
idiots.
And this new relic that is now currently being taken to the Nine Hells
That's true.
by a lovely duo of Bernard
and
Rogar. Gotta kill him.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Chris.
talk they're gonna have the best time together, bonding.
Yeah, Rogar will just talk.
I imagine a buddy cop show.
Yeah.
Bernard not saying
Meridium
anything.
plate.
Yes.
What does Meridium plate do?
It's a +1 armor. And
Okay.
it's got that shield capabilities that I mentioned before.
You cast shield once per
Long rest. Yes.
Fucking hell. I'm gonna.
Well, you guys said goodbye to Grog.
Bye, Grom.
Yes, we did.
He
That
bid
he
you
was
farewell.
so much fun.
I mean,
love it.
I don't know what's going to happen now. I mean, we could talk about the end of the episode. That
gonna
was
call you up.
crazy. Chris and I did have a little conversation
Oh, wow.
at some point.
Well, I think the conversation first initially started where I wanted to know what Mike was thinking. Like, would it make sense for Grog to continue on this journey? Or like by the end of chapter 4, when like Clue and Minx are definitely like set on like, yes, we want to get Dylan back. Like, does it make sense for Grog to continue on as a character? Does he join them into the Nine Hells? Because that would shape like a lot of what chapter 5 would look like as well.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think we came to the decision where it did feel like Grog throughout the chapter was kind of like wrapping up a storyline.
Yeah.
And like
it does feel like it's time for him to like focus on,
It was,
playing in
that was a
space.
really nice story, like where you like you're becoming a leader, but like in a more
different way.
healthy way.
Yeah.
which was really really nice.
I
Yeah.
also like that just because I know you and stop it.
Fuck was that?
Stop
That scared
it.
the shit out of me.
Just because I know you, I know that if you took Grog into the Nine Hells with us on a mission where we are trying to save our friend Dylan,
Yeah,
you would be so self-sacrificial. Like
Oh,
you would
yeah,
be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
murder me,
yeah,
let
yeah.
them go.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
I just
yeah.
know, and so I'm just like, I like that you gave him up.
Yeah, it didn't make sense because
Ending for
that's
himself.
not playing to Grog. Grog, like, aside from just being like sad that you guys lost a friend in the Nine Hells, he really doesn't have any connection with
Yeah.
Dylan, and he's like, I just fucking did the one thing I wanted to do my entire life, which was bring the people together.
yeah, and you
also-
did it.
You've
Yeah.
been in this city with your dad, I'm assuming, since this
Yeah.
started.
Exactly.
Basically.
2 years.
So like
Yeah.
it makes
Yeah.
sense. Like it,
Yeah.
And
it all
it
makes
was,
Grog's
it
on
was
his
well
own journey.
played of like Grog has always felt in between both worlds, and so he's the
Yeah.
only one who
You're
could like
half
help
orc.
lead them, like bring them together.
Yeah.
very powerful.
Yeah.
Really good.
Very
Love
nice.
that. Love that.
It shows how far Grog's come when considering that your intro to him was going back to his room at the Amber Lantern, smoking a bong.
Yes. Yes.
high.
Abandoning his duty, saying he has to go take a shit.
Yeah, it's
dropping your
great.
clothes on
Dropping
the street.
clothes. Yeah, dropping my armor.
Yeah.
I guess we don't really know if like we got to see what Dylan looks like.
We did get a Dylan reveal, yeah.
I don't know if I'm playing him.
So sorry, say
off
that
the
again.
bat.
He had a crimson arm.
Yeah.
He had
Was
a
it metal?
Missing an arm.
Crimson metal arm.
Cool.
Full Metal Alchemist style.
Yep.
I did have a conversation with Michael because, like, I knew based on how we knew Grog was going to end, of course, Dylan would be introduced in some way again,
Yeah.
whether as Michael's playing him or something else. We'll
Right.
see. But I also wanted to know, like, what Mike thought Dylan would
We got
look
another
like.
fucking pickle situation.
Guard up, head to like just like
Scar covered in scars.
Muscle
built like
That
abs.
was he? What?
So
Sorry, what was he
fucking
wielding?
cool, man.
He was wielding
the Julia.
Julia.
Yeah. I was wielding Julia, the great axe, the Meridium great axe, and I have a copper arm, and I'm covered in scars.
Copper or crimson?
Crimson.
Crimson.
Crimson. Sorry. No, I just want to make sure. I was like, are you attached to this god? We're gonna cut off your fucking arm.
I don't know.
I've alluded some
God,
things to Michael,
devil.
but I haven't given too much away.
Yeah.
But Mike and I have been talking.
Yeah, we've been chatting a little
Wow.
bit. I'm excited. I don't
So
know.
fucking
I have no
exciting.
idea like what the next episode is going to look like. I don't know if
You're getting our rooms
I don't know if I'll
ready.
be playing as him or I don't know. I have no idea. So I'm very excited.
Yeah, I have no idea what to expect. I'm really, really, really stoked.
I'm stoked. And you're a dwarf, and that's awesome.
And I also have Misty Step.
and you have he's still going through his things.
And my AC's 19 instead of 16. I'm fucking stoked.
Yeah, I know. You were just talking. You were like, I want a new dwarf, and I was like,
That's right.
I think you just want these things.
That's right. That's right.
Because I was reading. Anyways.
It doesn't matter.
Yep.
I will always find a way to try and kill you guys.
Yeah,
We
that's true.
understand that.
Yeah, that's
and
Harley just wants to talk about how OP his characters are whenever he can.
dude,
Is there
the
any-
new spells. Come on, protection from energy.
Thanks for letting me guilt my mom a little.
That was
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good.
Just like a
Blaze.
little.
That was good.
That's it.
Yeah.
I just want a little bit. So that's nice.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm stoked. Seeing Layla was awesome, and her
God,
punching
yeah.
me in the face.
That was a
twice.
really good moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like that, and like
love-
rebuilding the bar.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Yeah, a lot of cute sort of interactions with all these characters.
Yeah. Merrick is just going to go back to being a shop owner with the Amber
yeah.
Lantern. He's got to retrain his horses to follow the.
Yeah, actual names.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
he doesn't.
We'll make them colors.
That's a waste of time.
And we'll then he'll know.
Then he'll know exactly.
Because that's the problem.
Is there any other stone that we have not turned?
think
No,
that's- I
I
think
think
that's
it's
everything.
just what we have been
They're all my
watching.
notes.
This is our last update for a few months on what
Yeah.
we've been doing. And
I have been. I played Marathon. That came out as the test. I think I talked about that in the
Yeah.
last one. But at the same time, another extraction shooter.
The same type of game.
that came out as also a tech demo that I got access to was Arc Raiders by the same guys that made the finals. They're called the company's called Embark.
Yeah.
And oh my god, is it the best game ever? It is hands down game of the year. It is so fucking good. And the best way that I could describe the gameplay is take the tension of Last of Us. It's the third person. Take the tension of Last of Us, the gameplay of Last of Us, where like you're crawling around and you're sneaking, and like the guns are kind of like hard to use.
Sure.
What's it called? Embark?
No, the game is called Arc Raiders.
Oh, sorry.
Put yourself in a world that has been overrun by robots, a bunch of like flying robots and a bunch of like these like creepy crawly robots. And everyone's a raider, and you load into a map with a bunch of people, and you scavenge, you collect things, you find loot, and then you also like fight other players. But the sound design is incredible, the graphics are fucking pristine, and this is just a tech demo, and it came out, and everyone is like, please release the game. Like, it's so fucking good. It's also an extraction shooter, so like you choose what guns and stuff you want, you bring them in, and then whatever you find and you load out successfully, you get out alive, you keep all your stuff. If someone kills you, they take your shit. But it's just so funny seeing how like Marathon came out, and it's kind of feels very different from like what an extraction shooter is. And then this game came out, and like everyone was like, oh, like this is the better extraction shooter. So Marathon is going through some stuff right now. I think Bunch is having a really tough time. They keep they were supposed to do an announcement on like the alpha today. Then they delayed it to the 9th. Now they're delaying it to the 12th. Ooh. So there's some shit going on.
It's all because they didn't give Hartley that code in the beginning.
True.
It's true.
Yeah.
100%. But anyway, I've been playing Arc Raiders, and I am so excited. The tech test is done, but keep an eye out for it when it releases. If you like DayZ, if you like Last of Us, if you like any sort of extraction shooter style stuff, or like if you play Tarkov, like this is
Pretty
the
cool.
game.
Sick.
Yeah. And if you follow Shroud, he absolutely fell in love with that game.
Nice.
So yeah, I've been doing that.
Pretty awesome.
I'm not an Xbox person. I also don't have a PS5 yet. But have you guys heard of the what is it, Claire Obscure?
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
Because I've just been hearing about it. I can't play it, but I've heard cool things.
That's the
and so I
turn-based
wanted
one,
to
right?
ask someone about
33?
it. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I saw some stuff. I'm not a turn-based boy, but it looks
neither
like
of you could do Baldur's Gate.
I'm a turn-based boy.
Yeah.
I'm trying. But it looks really, really cool, and it has really
people
good
are
reviews.
saying very nice things, and
Yeah.
that's all. And so I was.
I think it's cool because it wasn't made by like a huge like company, right?
Yeah.
Like it's almost like not an indie game, but it's like a.
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't
smaller.
looked too into it.
I just started seeing it. My TikTok started filling with it, and I was like, "What the fuck are you?" And so I'm trying to figure that out, and if anybody actually likes it, that's all that I know.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
there are
it
people that are
seems
not
like-
on the internet.
It seems like people are
but I
really
guess,
enjoying
yeah.
it, and it's. I think people are thinking it's going to be a contender for Game of the Year.
That's really cool.
And then I've been watching the new season of Devil's Plan that just came out, Korean game show.
Fitting for the end of this
awesome.
chapter.
Very, very good. If you haven't seen it, check it out. If you love puzzles, if you love cool secret things, and you like charismatic Korean people,
Oh.
Watch Devil's Plan. It's fucking awesome.
Weird.
Yeah. I told my one friend who like I just didn't think would be into it, and he binged the whole show in 2 days. And he's like, Michael, this was the best fucking thing ever.
That's really fun.
Speaking of things that are binged after recommended by you, I'll go next.
Yes,
And
please.
After hearing you talk about it, Janae and I started watching Temptation Island.
Oh no, but yes.
Oh no, indeed.
Oh, isn't it just the worst?
It's the worst.
Don't you just hate people after
I
that?
hate everyone.
Oh my god.
But I couldn't stop watching.
You can't look away. It's one of those ones where like you're standing in the corner of the room and being like, why am I can't look away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, did you guys have a good time watching that though?
It was fun. Yeah, it was fun.
It's pretty fucked.
It's just such bad television.
It's gross.
Yeah.
It's so gross.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Watch it though. Tell us what you think, troublemakers. Join us.
I was tempted.
Yes. We were all
This
tempted.
started in 2001.
Which one?
Temptation Island.
Yeah,
Oh.
apparently, like it's almost like not like a reboot, but like they've had different reiterations of the show.
this-
I think it's the same
So
host.
you're watching there's a new one.
There's a new one that just came out, but
okay.
they're not saying it's like another one. They're just calling it Temptation
Yeah.
Island again.
Yeah, with Mark L. Wahlberg.
Yeah, Mark L. Wahlberg,
That's
because
really
he can't
funny.
say Mark
Neither can
Wahlberg.
you.
I can't. I can't do it. Oh man. Anybody else?
This poster is awful.
I got
Oh,
nothing.
God.
I've got nothing.
You got
frankly.
nothing? You're not planning anything like in the next
Not
little bit?
eating.
No, you don't have any free
No.
time?
Here's the
No,
funny
thanks.
You're not
thing
busy.
What?
for all the listeners. This episode would have come out 4 days after you've been officially married.
Yeah.
You're a
That's
married man now.
That's true.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congrats now. Yes.
Thank
And
you.
Chris Hartley and I are all in Greece right now.
yeah.
That's right.
Woo!
And I'm gonna
Yeah,
hear about
we've
it all
uploaded this
when
way
you're
in
back.
advance.
Because this is gonna be, you're gonna have no stress, and it's gonna be super fun. And then I'm gonna get to enjoy hearing about all of it
I
when
would
you're
love
back.
no stress, man. That would be awesome. No stress would be the dream.
I'm gonna dance the fuck out of the Zorba.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I meant to practice the Zorba, but I haven't had the time.
You have to.
I've been doing literally nothing, and I'm going into so much debt, and it's going to be amazing.
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna have a
beautiful.
great time because you're getting married and you're a very happy man. You're gonna have a great time.
And when you come
Thank
back,
you.
you're going to be playing a level 10 paladin.
Yeah.
Let's go.
There it is. Okay.
But I did finish. I did binge watch Last one laughing.
Oh, yeah, the British one.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Very good. Yeah.
But nothing else. I've been just planning
Yeah.
and planning.
Maggie?
I started watching Parks and Rec. That's been my newest one.
Have you never watched it before?
Nope, never watched it before.
Oh,
So fun.
nice.
Yeah, so that's been my new. I think I'm on season 4 now.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's nice. It's fun. I think because Abbott Elementary kind of led me to that
Yeah.
in a way, which was like a fun because I kept watching interviews with Quinta, doing interviews with other people, and then I just worked backwards. But now I'm. It's because I was also looking for something else. I started replaying The Last of Us 2 because I was
Nice.
watching the show.
Yeah. I watched that episode.
Which one?
The episode.
3 or 4?
2.
2.
Oh.
Where
Oh,
it
that's so-
happens.
I know. I want to
Oh,
watch it.
oh, okay.
Yeah. I still haven't seen any of it yet, but
good.
I've played the game.
It's good. It's good.
I'm mad and it's fine. But they
Parks and Rec?
got issues with Parks and Rec.
Really?
Leslie, nope.
Leslie, nope.
Lizzie,
God, it is very funny because I did watch. I rewatched like the last season of The Last of Us before this season, and so seeing fucking Ron Swanson.
Oh, Nick Offerman.
Yeah.
Nick Offerman.
Yeah.
And then like flipping into Parks and Rec immediately after, I was like,
Whoa.
God, I love this. I love this, and this
Yeah.
is great. And I just, I'm so
He's
happy.
just the best.
Yeah.
He's just the best,
He's
and
just
that's
the best.
it.
He really is.
Nick Offerman, is it Ron Swanson?
Yeah.
I think Ron Swanson is how like Grog probably wants his dad to come back after taking some time.
That's
Oh,
true.
Yeah.
100%.
Just to be
That's
that Ron
true.
Swanson like
100%.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very, very
Yeah.
true.
But no, I have a million issues with the new season. I did think that Isaac's character acting was the best thing that I thought it would save the show for a
It's a good
moment.
actor, right? Jeffrey something?
I forget his.
I think it's Jeffrey something.
Who's Isaac again?
He like the leader of the Wolves.
Leader of the Wolves, yeah.
Oh, I don't remember all. I haven't seen that far yet. But
Yeah, no, and that's fine. Because it's Jeffrey Wright. Jesus.
Yes. He's in a bunch of stuff. He's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was in Westworld, Hunger Games, bunch of stuff. He's great. But truly, I saw his acting in it, and I was like, fuck, you might save this show. This is so good. Every scene you're in, I'm so happy.
Oh, he's just the best.
And then they have just butchered Ellie and Dina for me though, and it's so extra stabby because I'm playing the game and like just emotionally getting fully into it again. And so
because the game is so good.
It's just so good, and I'm kind of like playing it at the pace, almost of the show, which is nice. And it's just they're just making choices that I'm like, sure, for television, I guess like you're making it a different story.
Yeah.
And so my expectation will never be that. I think it's just it's unfortunate because they were two really good female characters that were really well written and really well played. And like I think it's also hard because like Abby I'll put in there as well. Like I love Ashley Johnson, Laura Bailey. Like I'm these are people I like to watch act as well. And so it's I don't know. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I will definitely finish the whole season and wait excitedly for the next one.
Of course.
Like it's not a bad made show.
No. But I will say, him doing Isaac in this show, I was so happy.
Yeah.
Just every scene he's in stressed me out, made me very good. Very good. That's all.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Well, everyone.
We should make one little announcement again here.
Of course.
So we are taking a break.
Yeah.
Why?
Because we're all in Europe.
Oh, yes.
And then...
Fuck, I gotta book my ticket.
Fuck. We will be coming back with a Q&A. As always, in July.
Yes.
I know it's a long time. So we're sorry, troublemakers.
It's going to go by quick.
It's going to go by quick.
You guys will be
just
fine.
re-listen to the entire show 3 times and we'll be back.
Yeah.
But prepare your questions. Please.
Every time you think of us, give us 5 stars on a new account.
Yes.
Also, probably by the time you're listening to this, we'll probably have a thing up in our Instagram or whatever, like on our link tree for Q&A question
Yes,
drops.
exactly. So check Instagram, go to our link tree link. That's where the little thing is, and you can submit your questions there. We'll have an easy sort of sign up sheet there. Please send us questions. We love answering all of your weird questions. It doesn't have to be even about the episode. Just ask us weird things.
Kathy, where you at?
Yeah, Kathy, where you at? With Kate, where's Katie's questions?
Katie, you can take this one off. It's okay.
No. And so we'll be back in July with the Q&A, and that's where we will announce sort of when the next chapter will be releasing and the return is.
Chapter 5.
Chapter 5.
Chapter 5.
We're past the 100 mark.
Crazy.
Yeah. Are we also past halfway in the campaign in your eyes?
I don't know. I
haven't.
Yeah, you've I think implied it before.
I would say.
Harley, I have 21 days. That's it. I have 21 days alive.
You have 21 days of the vial.
Figure that out.
True.
And who knows
I can
how long
always get
Blue's going to be
more.
alive for.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I'm like, we just got to stretch out saving Dylan technically as long as possible.
So if you kill like the big bad or whatever, then is Cord just like done?
Well,
no, we don't know. We don't know Cord's
request
favorite.
Okay.
Technically, he gave you an extension by adding on him needing a favor.
Yeah.
Because you could technically take a while doing it.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true. Damn.
You could.
Yeah.
But he is watching.
He is watching.
He's always watching.
Like Santa.
Shout out to the Adidas bag.
Yes.
But no, I was going to say if there's also any, like, we're also always up for kind of like creating new stuff and new ideas. And if there's anything you want to see from us, hear from us.
Except
please,
for my pepe.
Yep, not that.
Nice. I'm sure
like,
everyone.
not be getting an OnlyFans.
I'm sorry.
Now.
It's late.
I should not have said that.
But send us, send it in.
Don't
drop it in the
unplug my
thing.
charger from
Send us
the
stuff.
Fine.
Sorry.
Jesus.
I think
Yes.
the biggest thing is, as we were kind of wrapping up this last one, of course, wrapping up the chapter, like, it gives us so much joy, like when you guys send us messages about, I just found you guys, and I've like been binging all the episodes. Like,
we love that.
It's so cool to like see like this little hobby that we have is like something that people are listening to.
I forget that there's real people, and it's really cool, and it's really fun, and so no, anything you would have, like, truly, this is a great experience for us.
Yeah, it really is, and we absolutely adore you, and we appreciate you. And shout out to Sean, who just was the last person that sent us that message.
That's true.
Shout out to you, Sean. Thank you for binging the entire show and catching up.
It truly does make, like, we all freak out about it in a little group
really
chat,
do.
and it's
we're all little nerds.
Yeah.
Like, look what they someone did.
It's lovely.
This ain't our job. We're doing this for fun, and hearing you guys are
having
it.
fun.
Yeah. Sorry,
I get
Chris.
so stressed.
This is Chris Jobs.
Chris is working.
Yes, Chris is working. But thank you so much, Troublemakers. We adore you. We love you. Thank you for listening. We are signing off now.
Have a lovely summer.
And of course, in the nature of, because we're in Greece, I will say 5 stars in Greek. Penta asteria.
Well done.
There we go.
It's been a while. Hey, see you soon.
Well, everyone, thank you so much for listening to episode 48, Last Call, joined once again by Chris, Mike, Hartley, Maggie. We will see you next time. Troublemakers, take it away one last time with this iteration of The Slow Jazz.
We'll be back. Don't leave.
Happy summer.
Bye.